This is why I chose to be a director. It's not about all of this. It's not about all of that. It's about being able to call yourself a director. Because being a director is not like being a doctor or being a lawyer or being an engineer. Because all of those things you have to have a job for. You have to be in a company. You have to be working for SpaceX. But no, being a director means something else. Because to be a director, you don't have to have a job. Because your job is being a director. Now what I mean is, you could be a student in high school, like me, and you could be a director. You could be an elementary school kid, and you can be a director. And you could be a 50-year-old person pursuing a new job and still become a director. The only thing that tells the world that you're a director is that you are directing a film. Now to explain this today, I'm going to take you guys on a journey. This is where I made the first film that I said I directed. At that time, things were different. They were a lot different.
Michael, I was looking for room 342. Do you know where it is?
No. I'm just punking you. But seriously, no one here ever remembers the numbers. Not even me. I've been here since 1985.
You see, I think that there's two parts to filmmaking. 50% of it is all the technical stuff that you have to do to make sure the image is perfect and all that stuff. But the other 50%, that's stuff that you can't learn. Like, it's all about, that part is all about the story and how to tell the story.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
So at that time, I had a story that I wanted to tell, but I didn't have the technical knowledge to tell it. The next thing I did was I just went to learn about it. So after I realized that, I learned, then I filmed. Learned, filmed, learned, filmed, learned, filmed, until I thought I reached the end. So at that point, these were all the awards that we had gotten. Okay, wait, but let me get back to the part where I said that I thought I couldn't learn anything anymore. You see, I got to a point where I thought I was done, so I was really cocky with myself. It was just so bad to the point where I couldn't even understand myself what I had to work on, and I just thought that I didn't have to work on anything. And I think for that reason, I just couldn't let go of my own ego. Looking back now, that was my low point. But although that was a low point, I think what really picked me up was my first job on set. Now, my first job on set was on this film called A Daughter by Stephanie Chang. Through that film, I think I realized that I had my eyes open. Yeah, so then I realized I was wrong. I realized there's so much more to learn. If I hadn't realized this, things would be really different right now. I would still be making really bad films. I think the most important thing is just recognizing that you can learn anything from anyone and you can just continue learning, and it's just not about faking it till you make it. It's about constantly picking things up and being a lifelong learner. So that's what I did. I just continued learning from other people. So I learned about how a set worked from Stephanie Chang's film. I learned about lighting from the set of Zhang Yimou. I learned film negotiating from actually one of my friends. I learned about leadership from my team in filmism. And then I made the first film that I was actually proud of.
于是，爸爸告诉了我他小时候和我爷爷的故事。
儿子，你妈妈今天在那边过得很好。 这是他给你的，妈妈让你乖乖的，不要贪玩。
我什么时候才能去那边找妈妈呀？
你去不了那边，你还太小，身体不好。
那他为什么不下来找我呀？
他在很远很远的那边，和你一样，身体也不方便。
我懂事了才知道，为什么你爷爷不让我上山。
But you see, the first question I asked myself after I saw the first cut of the film was, what's wrong with it? But yeah, my learning process didn't just stop there. After I made this film that I was kind of proud of, I helped my friend with another film and I was the follow focus on that film. And even on that set, I learned something probably really basic, which is just that when you're following focus, the knob that you twist, the motion of it is exponential compared to the actual distance between the actor and the camera. So I learned little things like that. And I realized that if I tell myself that I reached the end and I have nothing else to learn, I'm not gonna learn anything. But if I open up myself and I allow myself to learn new things and accept new things, I'm always gonna be taking new stuff in and I'm always gonna be becoming the better version of myself. And one thing that I really like about directing is that there's nowhere to stop. there's always gonna be that next level.
We don't want to do the same thing. We want to burst through our ceiling. You're gonna find another ceiling and you gotta bust through that one. And you just gotta keep hammering ceilings.
Okay, maybe that was a bad example to explain, but it's kind of like Crossy Road. It keeps getting harder and harder. But definitely remember one thing, don't be afraid to call yourself a director. Just know that it takes a lot of work and you always have to be continually taking things in. Frankly, that's the only way I think that I could have improved from that low point. And really it applies to anything, and you really just have to be a lifelong learner. Wait a second. I just saw one of my friends out with an electric skateboard, so I'm trying to see if I can catch up and like try to meet up with him. All right, let's try going full send. This thing goes 40 kilometers an hour. Ah! Wait, this is so much faster. Okay, we're going full 40. This is so much faster than the other one. All right, we lost him again. I think this one definitely feels better. What do you think?
Yeah, I like that one.
Do you want your board back?
Hey, I gotta go back. No race.
Sure. But you have the faster board though. All right, Tia. What a cool dude. What a cool dude. Oh man. Well, anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Like button and subscribe. So basically we got to school this morning and there's like a big cloud. There's a big cloud over the sky, like, and it got me really nervous because like, you know, that's evidence of like global warming, you know? Because like, yeah, climate change.